there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Bell Collective, but specifically we are talking about Carlos King getting called out again by Aikisha, and we got to talk about it. So anything I say is alleged, and in my personal opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal, and all of the things. So we got to talk about Aikisha, and I got to bring you guys up to speed because a lot's happened. So a couple of weeks ago, Aikisha and Nell from Love and Marriage Huntsville, they were on Carlos King's Messy Mondays, right? And so during that episode, there was just a lot of shade being thrown, and basically Aikisha came for Carlos because I guess in some type of private conversations, I guess Aikisha's one of the people that may have Carlos King's phone number. Basically, Carlos King indicated to her that Selena was not going to be a Bell on Bell Collective, right? And that pretty much, because Aikisha didn't really want her on the show because she felt like it was unnecessary with all the drama with So Gucci. And so nonetheless, Carlos King, he's like, well, I really didn't say that. What I said was, we're in negotiations, right? So it's not really official on whether or not Selena will be a Bell. And see, this is the stuff I don't like. The lying Libra stuff, don't like it at all, you guys. Do not like the lying Libra stuff. Keep that in, I can't do it. I cannot do it. And then now let it slip that, is this the reason why you're quitting or you're leaving this bleep? and I think that blew Carlos King away because he didn't know that. But I think Aikisha's tired. So I expect if she really is done after this season, I expect her to go on on a podcast tour and just air Carlos King out and just air this show out, you guys. Because Carlos King is not having a good week, right? And he is not having a good week because he tried to think by having Latrice on his platform on Mr. Monday because she was a friend of Stormy's that she was going to join in the Bash Mel session for her birthday. And that absolutely flopped because Latrice is literally going through the same thing Mel is going through on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So why would she have a difference of an opinion? So nonetheless, that didn't work out well for Carlos King. Then we have Monique Samuels, who has done interviews in the past about Love and Marriage DC. However, she really kind of lays out Carlos King and how he played her, how he bamboozled her, how he led her astray, and basically, set her up for the worst type of treatment, the worst type of experience, the worst nightmare, even worse than what went down at Real Housewives of Potomac. And that is saying a lot. Right? So, bringing you all up to speed, and of course we've known about, the things that Winter said in the past. We know things about Candy Burst said in the past. We know things that have happened on set on Carlos King's other shows, allegedly, and lawsuits, and all of the things, right? So, Aikisha is back, though, the other day because she's on a podcast, right? She is on a podcast, and she's giving a little bit more context because if you will recall, we had that Mr. Monday episode that Monday, and I think since Carlos, this is just my speculation, I don't think Carlos was feeling Aikisha, spilling secrets of behind the scenes. Because Carlos King, it's interesting. He always likes to talk about how he talks to certain cast members behind the scenes and how certain cast members have his phone number. But when they expose the conversation as mess, or him being a little bit too gossipy about other cast members, or exposing the show, he likes to redirect the narrative, right? He likes to repurpose and get in his feelings, and he takes it personally, right? And so that was when the Bell Collective intro had switched up, right? And that was the one where Aikisha, she didn't like the intro that she was presented because she felt like hers was a completely different one compared to the rest of the cast that Friday, that same week, right? So nonetheless, Aikisha, she had a tweet, I think it got deleted, exposing that she did not want this. She did not want this intro at all. and tagged Carlos King, tagged Own, and everything else. Tagged Kingdom Reign, I think, and exposed it, right? So she's saying the other day now on this podcast, she's giving context. She's saying, we filmed the reunion this summer for Bell Collective, which is crazy to me, first and foremost, because I would think that what normally happens with somebody that I thought used to work at Bravo as a producer is you watch the episodes, right? And usually what'll happen is sometimes maybe a couple of episodes before the finale usually is when, or maybe sometimes like a month before the finale airs, is when usually they try to tape the reunion episodes so that you've seen most of the season, and maybe they forward the housewives like an advanced copy of some of the future episodes, so that way they can kind of have an idea of some of the things, because the big piece of the reunion, the whole point of it is not just what happened in the season, but what your cast members are saying about you in those confessionals, where they're dragging you and being two-faced to you in those confessionals. And that is the whole point of the reunion, to have that reaction to those other scenes, to those other conversations, and those messy confessionals. But for whatever reason, they just decided, hey, we're going to wrap filming now and film a reunion now. So I don't know if that means there's less episodes of the season or what all of that means. But nonetheless, Aikisha said that she knew then, or saw something then, basically, of, what was supposed to be, I guess, the original intro or whatever, but also had saw this other intro and had expressed over the summer while the reunion was filming that she did not want this particular intro to be a part of the package for the Bell Collective cast. Now, do I think Carlos King might have went in and wanted to change that intro because he was pissed at Aikisha from that Mr. Monday expose? We don't know. But we know whenever you do not follow along with whatever narrative Carlos King wants to push, except for when you're Martell. Except for Martell Holt. Apparently Martell Holt is the only person who is allowed to expose Carlos King and dare Carlos King to fire him and call everybody actors, and there is zero consequences. But everyone else, especially if you're a black woman, you are not allowed to put Carlos King on blast. You are not allowed to tell Carlos King what it is and everything else, and call out the lying and all the things that he likes to misinterpret to the fans of how messy he is. And then he gets back, he takes it out on you. He takes it out on you. Either he has you, all of a sudden, your edit on the show is completely changed, and you are now perceived as, awful, because that was the whole point of Aikisha saying she didn't want to do this, is she felt that there are so many positive things that is in her marriage, that is in her family life, that is not being shown in favor of just mess. And that's the whole piece as well, is Carlos King likes to pretend that the Bell Collective is about all these women working together when they still hate each other, and it's nothing but drama. Fair Street is never going to happen. It's never going to be a thing. Just like Latrice said, she said we're in season 5 and it's still not a thing, and it's never going to be a thing no matter how many seasons this lasts, right? But Aikisha is saying that to say, like, you brought on Selena to cause more drama, to cause more mess, versus focusing in on, what we've got going on, what our actual real life is. And so it just backs up everything Monique said, right? And it backs up everything that Winter has said. That, basically, if there's a narrative that they want you to look like, especially confident and secure black women, they do everything to tear you down on a Carlos King production, and it's exhausting. But that's why we're here, to expose it, and that is why, Cat Williams kicked off 2024 with a bang, basically saying, hey, this is the year of exposure, everybody's gonna get exposed, everybody is, and that's why so many reality stars, if you guys have been paying attention, like Cynthia Bailey, like others, are coming out and exposing how inappropriate and how too far sometimes production goes to get a scene. But this is just not a good week for Carlos King. This is not a good couple of weeks for Carlos King. So I wonder if he's still going to have guests coming up on his Mr. Mondays, or if he's going to try to coach whoever is going to be on next, that they can't say this or say that, which is not going to bring any authenticity to the Mr. Mondays, by the way. But he used to do that with Dr. Heavenly, which was basically for Dr. Heavenly to be his mouthpiece so that he didn't say anything that got himself dragged, but allowed Dr. Heavenly to be the one to get dragged, and then all of a sudden wanted to blame the fans for the fallout. No. You set your own friend up, just like you set these cast members up, and it always comes back full circle back to you. It always comes back to you being the issue. So there is that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of Aikisha exposing that she expressed since this summer that she didn't see it for this new intro? And conveniently, after that Mr. Monday episode with Carlos King, bam, there's a new intro, the same intro that Aikisha did not want. So it'll be very interesting to see how the rest of this season is going to pan out, if Aikisha is going to speak out more, or if she truly is done after this season and is just going to let have and air Carlos King out. But this is just not a good look, right? Because we still have the lawsuit, right? The own lawsuit against, the content creator and a subscriber. And then we have all of these former and current cast members basically telling Carlos King to his face, like, you've lied to me, you've told me this behind the scenes, you've misinterpreted this, the show's not supposed to be like this, and blah, 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 and it's just a hot mess. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.